Hi, I am S. Karthik, Assistant Professor, Department of Information Technology, Hindustan College of Engineering and Technology, Coimbatore. Topic is a computer network OSI. 7 layers of the open system interconnection model. So layer 1, physical layer, layer 2, data link layer, layer 3, network layer 4, transport layer 5, session layer 6, presentation layer, and finally layer 7 is the application layer. From the layer 1 to 4 related to the communication technology, then layer 5 to 7 related to the user application. OSI model. Services is a set of primitives provided by the one layer to the another layer above. Protocol is a set of rules governing the data communication between the peers. Application layer services that directly support the software applications for file transfer, database access, and electronics mail, etc. Presentation layer, it can representation of the transmitted data, translate the different types of data representations from the application layer into the uniform standard format. It can providing the services for secure and efficient data transmission, such as the data encryption and data. Session layer allows the two applications on the different computers to establish, use and end a session, file transfer and remote logging. It can establish the dialog control, regulates the which side of the transmits plus when and how long required for the transmission. It can performs the token management and transport layer manages the transmission of the packets in the network. Repackages a long messages when it's necessary to a small packets for the transmission. For example, we are going to transmit a large amount of data in that network. For delay and other circumstances, we can consider that large number of information is divided into small number of packets it can transmit over the network, and receiver side can reassembling this packet and we can get the original information what the sender transmitted in the network. It can handles the error recognition and recovery mechanism. The transport layer receiving acknowledgements of the packet delivery. If the packet delivery is not received by the sender, it can assume that the packet transmitted in that network may be lost, so retransmission happens. Network layer manages the addressing and routing of the data within the subnet, addresses messages and translate the logical addresses and names into physical addresses. It determines the route from the source to the destination of the computer to reaches the information. It can manage the traffic problems such as the switching, routing, and controlling the congestion of the data packets in the network. Routing can be based on the static table. It can determine the start of the session and end of the session and followed by the data transfer. Individually determined for the each packet reflecting the current network load to determine the traffic in the current node or network. Data link layer. The packets are raw bits from the physical layer into the frames. It can provide the reliable data transmission of the frames. It can wait for an acknowledgement for receiving the computer and retransmission of the frame which acknowledgement is not received by the sender. Layer 1 is the physical layer. It can transmit the bits from the one computer to the another computer. It can regulate the transmission of the stream of bits over a physical medium. It can defines the how the cable is attached to the network adapter and what type of transmission technique is used to send the data over the cable. It can deals the like the issues like whether the channel is simplex, duplex, full duplex. Simplex is the one-way communication, duplex is the two-way communication, full duplex is the two-way communication in parallel and simultaneous manner. This comparison of the internet protocol versus OSI model. First three layers, application, presentation, session layers includes the applications. Transport layer can It is a transmitted control protocol. Network is the internet protocol. Data link and physical is the network and hardware interfaces. Connections are divided into two categories: connection oriented and connectionless services. Connection oriented example is the transmission control protocol. The message delivery is the guaranteed process. Connection is a wired and secured manner of the transmission. Then connectionless example is the user datagram protocol. It is a UDP. It is a wireless maximum wireless medium to use to data transmission. So message delivery is not a guaranteed process. Compared to that, connection oriented is a less reliable services. But nowadays we are using that mostly wired and wireless communication. But both the services can ensure the quality of the services to the users.